Peace and love, peace and love. It's that red light special right here. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning. I got up about 3 o'clock. All right before 3, if I'm not mistaken. And I've noticed every morning now, because I've been really focused and really aware. And you can say I'm in alignment right now with my truth, my purpose, because I've been waking up religiously right before 3 a.m. I'm talking about just in time to wake up and do my libations, do my prayers, speak positive things into my day, into my life, into my heart, and just hold that, and meditate. It's a great time to do that. Around this time, check out Eniko, my homegirl, her album, The Awakening. She has a song called 333. They don't want us up at 3 in the morning, because 3 in the morning, it's a good time. They call it the witching hour. It's a time where the veil is thin and you can connect with your spirits a lot better. Your spirits, your ancestors, God, whatever you're dealing with, you know what I mean? It's just a good time of stillness and peace and oneness with your mind, honestly. You can definitely get your manifestations up and set your goals and intentions without the distractions of the day, of the world. I'm talking about when you wake up at these times, you might be like, oh my gosh, let me scroll, which is all right, I guess. Scrolling. Spirit connects. It's going to connect with you in so many different ways, but ultimately it wants your attention. It wants you to be still. It wants you to set clear intentions and be one with your mind. Journal, write stuff down. You can make a video, talk to yourself, because it's you and you. It's you and you. It's you and you. When your ego and your spirit are connected in one, it's like a whole nother ballgame. And so talk to yourself. There's nothing crazy about that. I mean, if people call it crazy, then let it be. Who cares? Because this is about you. This is about your healing, what you doing to connect, and what's helping you grow, what's helping you heal. So I just feel like I'm in alignment right now because I've really been honest on my journey and really truthful and really just, taking my power back, because a brother hasn't been really making videos or really posting a lot of things as I did, so much of that in the past or whatnot. But, I've been working on me. You know what I mean? I've been working on me, and that's just something that's important that you're supposed to do. I'm going to say you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to take a hiatus. You're supposed to take a break from people a lot of times, because I got to a point I was just tired of being strong, tired of being there for everybody, because it's of course, I'm Brother Juan, Magic Juan, Ancient Wisdom, all these different names over the years. I really been diligent in studying and actually being a practitioner for a long time now. And it just surprised me, you feel me, still youthful, still loving, just still giving of my energy as I've been. But it's it gets to a point where, you just have to give that to yourself, because either people don't appreciate it or they don't know how to handle it. And a lot of times, what's for you is for you. So those who receive it, if you appreciate it, cool. But, I'm just letting you know, this is what works for me. But this video is definitely about, being in control of your power, because we give so much outward into the projection. All this is a projection. We project a lot of our energy out. A lot of times we generate energy for other people to feed off of, a lot of times like that. But you being the one who putting in that work, you being the one who waking up, doing your thing and maintaining your peace of mind and all of that, because that's your wealth, is your peace. Your wealth is your power. Your wealth is on the inside. And when you just giving that out to people who probably don't deserve it, And you can tell by their actions, like they not gonna let you know that they eating off of you. They just gonna do it. So it's like, but you still be aware that this happening. You can still be kind to people. Don't change who you are, but also don't give too much of yourself. Don't stay in one place for too long and just let people come in. You feel me now? Because people aren't deserving, especially you can see right now what people's motives and intentions are. A lot of people don't know who they are, what they want, all that stuff like that. They think they just looking at spirituality as like something to play with, like the rest, like a lot of other things in this material world, but it's really not nothing to play with. You never know what type of spirit people got behind them that been vouching for them, who God's people are. We're going to say God, who the Almighty, who Mother, Father, God, who the yeah, you never know who God's people are. And so people might see me dealing with like dark stuff, like on some gothic, dealing with the Baphomet, or, I like demonology. I like learning about Lucifer and Lilith and seeing what their stories are. Because I know a lot of y'all like, oh, no, I'm finna turn this off. I don't care. You feel me? Because people like to demonize people or even stuff like that, because they like, oh, no, I'm all about the light. I'm all about the light. I'm all about the light. No, God don't deal with Lucifer. I don't deal with Lucifer. Stuff like that. But it's like, that's just like anybody who would be considered a bad guy in a story. Like even the Joker, or look at what made them the bad guy. Like, it's people who be bullying people and antagonizing people and be pointing the finger at people all the time, who, because not all angels are good, not all demons are bad. Demons are angels too, or demons were angels too. And it be the people who be prejudiced towards somebody who consider them the bad guy. Like you might see somebody misfortunate and consider them the bad guy. But we can tell who God's people are, because God is a forgiving God. God is not a judgmental or jealous God. That's not the real God anyway. Maybe the one you worship is about jealousy and envy and, and scorning people. But no, that's not what we do. That's not what we do. There's a deity named Yaldabaoth in Gnosticism who is the false God, the young God. You feel me? The physical world God. But then you got something way bigger than that. You feel me? That's something inside of you. And a lot of times people's heart is blocked or whatnot, because this world is so dense, and we start to get dense, and we never come back to ourselves because we're so out in the world. But in the Bible, they talk about the prodigal son who returns to God and didn't forget his way. Sometimes we go out. It's like the preacher's, the ideology of the preacher's child, right? It's like, you don't want to, you under the strict rule of your parent or whatnot. And so you can't wait to get old. Like, fuck that, I'm finna go to the club, finna get out here, do what everybody else doing. Then you end up getting done how everybody else gets done, until you come back and guess who's still the same? Your preacher daddy. Or you feel me? Your boring grandparent who read the newspaper every Sunday, who make you clean up and, go out in that garden and pick them stuff like that. And now they older, and like, I pray that you make that change before they move on. But one thing I can say is, for those who do have someone who's moved on or ascended to the astral plane or the higher plane, because they're still there. They're in your heart, they're in your mind. And so we talk about the chakra system, When we talk about the root chakra, that's you getting back to your roots. Never forget your roots. Never forget where you come from. Cause I was just about to say something really bad. Fuck the world, fuck the outer world, you know. But at the same time, everything has its purpose. But at the same time, I was just saying, all this flashy stuff, all this extra stuff, it's there, but is it really there? Honestly, it's like makeup. You know, some people, whatever you do to keep your self-esteem up, that's on you. I don't like makeup. I'm not a makeup person. I don't like putting stuff on your face and all this extra stuff, covering it up, because it's like you have the spirit and you got the ego and you're just creating layers on layers of stuff to cover up and block stuff. I want you to love yourself. I want you to take that. I mean, I'm not going to Umar Johnson you. You do what the fuck you want to do. I'm going to spirit your ass. You do what the fuck you want to do. You might want to dress up. You might want to be, I like motherfuckers who, I was going to say B word. I like motherfuckers who dress up and get like dressed up like their favorite anime characters, or, you know, I like nerdy people, you know, because nerdy people, so-called nerdy people, the gothic people, the emo people, you know, I love my niggas who are different. I love y'all because I struggled being different growing up, and then also being in the black community, this popular black community where it's so many different communities. Even you have the conscious community now. You just like, you have to have this standard of how to be. It's like you got the Hotep niggas now. Let me give me some shea butter, some sea moss. You know, it's a whole nother movement. That's cool. I'm grateful for the movement that's happening. I see how this could pave out in the future generations and people getting healthier and stuff like that. But when it comes to niggas who like to learn, who like darkness, like my emo niggas, like my emo, you feel me? Like I really rocks with, you feel me, dealing with, you know, the darkness. And people will consider that weird and crazy, but I don't care, because this is I represent the soul. You feel me? This is like going way beyond underneath the ego and scooping that motherfucker up and let you know, like, nigga, this is what you are without your flesh and your skin and your makeup and your shoes and all of this stuff like that. You were before there was creation, there was chaos. There was darkness. Luke, I am your father. But the darkness, there's actually light. There's actually light in the darkness. Enlightenment is true knowledge. Knowledge is enlightenment. So you might see me rocking a Baphomet shirt, an inverted pentagram. Be like, oh no, that nigga is the devil. But there's nothing bad about that. Bad to the bone. Anywho, back to the makeup. So yeah, it's like I don't really like all the extra external stuff that we use to make ourselves feel, you know, I just want you to love yourself. I want you to love yourself with the love that a mother or father, and a lot of people, now I understand we're talking about trauma. Everybody got their own different types of trauma. Everybody's raised different. So it's like being prejudiced towards someone. You never know what that person's situation is, why they're like that. So I don't care where you come from. I don't care if you are about your sexuality. I don't care about how much money you got. I don't care about your what is it, classism, racism, sexism, these different isms. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Because I work in the hospitality industry and the food and beverage industry, hotels, restaurants, and the bougiest of places and areas for a long time now. That's been my chosen field outside of metaphysics and learning spiritual stuff. I've put in a lot of work into dealing with people on that level. I'm talking about all types of people, all types of rudeness, all types of, you know, I love the industry of serving others. How selfless of me to be that way. For me to be the Dark Lord, King of the Underworld. I actually find that it is pretty interesting to serve humans, because I get to learn different things about humans that the deities, that my niggas in the back, that they might be not understand when it comes to humans, because humans have something called feelings. Humans have trauma. People have a past, a present, and a future, because time don't exist where I come from. So it's like very interesting to me. Vague just came into mind, how vague it can be when we look past people's feelings or whatnot, because feelings are important. Like, I learned something when I did my test to be a server, and the people that go to bars and stuff like that in restaurants by their self and eat and all of that by their self are the ones you want to watch, because you don't know what they going through. You don't know what they going through. Like, I do it. I go out by myself, and I'm by myself a lot because it's a source of power for me it's a self-love thing for me to just be me unconditionally and love myself. But there's some people that are really out here who hurting, who don't know how to deal with being misunderstood. I just want you to know I love you. I love you because I rock with the underdogs. I know what it feels like to be an underdog, to be misunderstood, to be talked about, to be shamed. And, you know, I've been through some stuff myself and been through all different parts of the underworld, a lot of different parts of the underworld. And I appreciate the lessons I've learned, you know. And, yeah, it's just really important to consider people, you know, be empathetic. Use your heart. Feel, because feeling is a form of intelligence that not even the brain can measure. The depths that the hearts can go. The true mind being the heart. And that's word from the Queen of Hearts in your cartomancy chart. Now, I'm just saying, this is like, I'm serious. I'm for real. I'm serious B. You heard me. Man, this one got deep in it, man. We got the air thin. I feel like I'm getting washed right now. But yeah, I should have did the video long way. But you know what? It's all good. It's all good. Like, it's the message, you know. You can just listen to it. Dang. I got emotion this mother. But y'all, now for real though, not people that really need to hear this right now. I'm sure you need to hear this. Like, at the beginning and the end of the day, I don't care if you have a partner or whatever. It's great to have a partner who you can like really do that metamorphosis with and share that energy, and y'all become that superstar together, that power. But like, self-love is so important. I have light to generate and energy to give out. Like right now, I'm giving you lights. I'm feeding you something. And because I'm not finna be I'm not finna let what these new niggas who trying to discuss my name and put me down, bring me down. I've been being called weird. I've been being called crazy. I've been this, been that. So for someone for some new people to tune into my frequency and look at things and say, oh, this nigga da 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 da. Bruh, I'm so past that. Like, you talking to a real underworld OG type shit, like dark and deadly shit that I'm talking about. I got vouchers out here in the dark and the light to tell you who I am, what I'm about. Like, I'm a pretty darn great guy. Like, if I was to speak on myself, I speak really kindly to myself. I talk to myself. When my self-talk, because we all have self-talk. What's your self-talk like? Do you speak negatively? Do you look in the mirror? Do you hate yourself? Can you look at yourself for fucking, can you look at yourself for 30 seconds? Can you love yourself for 30 seconds? Can you be with yourself for 30 seconds and a minute, an hour with just you? Can you do that? Or do you have to look outside yourself at distractions? Do you have to cover it up? Do you have to, do you have, like, you feel me? And through all that, can you really just sit with yourself and be in your heart? Can you access your heart? Is it still accessible? Hello? 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 Can you hear me down there? Like, yeah. So this ain't to shame you. If you ashamed of what I'm saying, then you might want to check yourself, because a lot of times when you're expressing that hate outwardly, it's how you feel on the inside. Do you need a hug? Because every thug need a hug. I don't get what you talking about. Studs need hugs, thugs need hugs. Everybody need a hug sometimes. Sometimes you gotta hug yourself. Sometimes you ain't got nobody to hug. You don't want everybody hugging you anyway, because you don't know what intention people got on you. You don't want to be the fool for too long with everybody. You might want to switch it up. Learn how to be you. I'm talking about without no crew, without no homies, without no homegirls. I mean, if y'all really on some healed stuff, and let's grow together, because it's really about having fun. If you can have fun without any bias, without any hidden motives and stuff like that, that's powerful. You got a click like that. But honestly, what are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? If it ain't getting back to God, if it ain't getting back to the God, us as gods, as titans, and remembering who we are, and activating our pineal glands and decalcifying our pineal glands. Do you know what it means to decalcify your pineal gland? That's what I really need to start, how I need to start determining what type of people I need to entertain. If it ain't in the business world, my personal life, if you are still a calcified pineal gland person, we more than likely cannot relate on a deeper level, anything past the surface with you niggas. I'm just saying, because a calcified pineal gland means that you are still hardened as a rock in here, right here. Your shit is closed, boy. Your shit is frozen, boy. And so it's so important to do methods to decalcify your pineal gland. Because you can see things different and say, oh, I'm woke. But no, we got difference between woke. And my practitioners know there's a difference between woke and putting in work. As Bobby Hemmett said, fuck being woke. Put in some work. Fast. Drink alkaline water. Stop drinking tap water. Get you some sunlight. Do some sun gazing. Plant your feet. Do stuff that people would call you weird. Become one with your spirit. Yeah, shit like that. But now we think, and that's how you rank up. But now we think rank is an external thing. Now let me stack my money. Now don't get me wrong. We are incarnated in a time, like Sister Khadijah Samdi said, we incarnated in a time where money is a thing. So we get money. You know what I mean? But it's like, You can't take this shit with you when you leave. You can leave with your family, but is that your real family? I'm talking about. Clock that. Clock that. Anywho, let me not. This is my path, maybe. So, we talking about external things. No, I got 50 cars. I got all these outfits in the closet. I got all these shoes. I got all this stuff like that. That's cool. But are you willing to go out here and really get one with spirit and really just be selfless? Because honestly, it's motivational to see someone making their own money and all that stuff like that. But it really don't mean nothing. All this is an illusion in the matrix and all that. Because it's people that are millionaires who, it's great that they're millionaires, but still lacking in spirit, who are not rich in spirit. Let's just say that. Because I remember working at a restaurant a long time ago. It was a sandwich shop. Me and my homegirl in there making sandwiches, enjoying ourselves. It was around noon when the guys who have the business suits come in and stuff like that. They're in their world happy, and we're in our fucking world happy. In our world where it doesn't take much to be happy. Just to laugh, genuinely. Not laughing because, oh yeah, I went to the golf club this weekend, the wife, No, we niggas who done been through the struggle, been through the underworld, who still find a way to be happy on the inside naturally. It's just natural. So he's like, you guys sure are having fun. I'm like, and I'm the nigga who's in the function like, okay, they must think I'm just a regular nigga. An ordinary nigga. I'm like, well, I can talk to you on their level. Well, when you love what you do, you don't feel like you're at work. You just enjoying what you do. I'm talking about you profound, like, calculating, trying to use the logical brain, trying to use the conscious mind. Subconsciously, I already know this stuff. It's already locked in. I already know it type stuff. We kind of, just new to him. 1 + 1, the circumference of square root, terminology. Martin Luther King. Wow, I don't know what I love, what I enjoy. But you probably about 45. 50, about 45. With this suit on, you successful. You successful, ain't you? But you don't know what you like. You don't know what you enjoy. But you looking at us making $16 an hour, making sandwiches. Wondering why we happy coming up in here. That's the motherfucking problem. You see the person over there in the sun, meditating, doing yoga, just being happy. I'm talking about a person standing on the corner. If you go outside barefoot, you ain't gotta be barefoot. You go outside and just wave at people all day. That's more spiritual than you driving past me with your boom boom, with your loud music, stepping out with your J's and flexing your money. Like the person waving all day. Hey, hi, how are you? Hi, have a great day. You're beautiful. I love your sandals. Wow, beautiful. Wow, love you. That's more spiritual. That's more revolutionary. That's more life-changing than a nigga with all this material stuff, because that's not motivational. That's motivational to the young brothers and sisters who have that mentality. I ain't never had shit, cuz. Man, I ain't never had shit, bro. I ain't never had so I gotta do this. I gotta flex on them. I gotta do that. You know what I mean? Now, that's what I'm saying. We come from different mentalities based off of the programming that we had as children, whether our parents programmed us or not, whether our whether our environment programmed us or not, which more than likely these things did. They had a big effect on who we are and how we show up in this world. And so we come at the world in a box. How you do a box? Excuse me, big game bangers. Excuse me. I'm trying to do a box with one hand, but you know what I mean, a box mentality. It's a box. You got to think outside the box, the boxes that you've been conditioned to have. Think outside of these boxes. Of the way that people told you to be. I'm talking about because a lot of us have social anxiety. We don't even know how to be social with the world. We don't know how to interact with the world. And I'm not just talking about niggas. And when I say niggas, I'm talking about the royal nagas, the kings, which is what nigga mean, kings and queens, nigga, naga, negus. So I'm going to say niggas. I'm not just talking about us. I'm talking about every other type of human as well. Are living in some type of boxed mentality, something closed off, some type of prejudgmental mentality. I know for a fact because I've worked with people of different ethnicities and cultures and backgrounds. I've served people of different cultures and ethnicities and backgrounds. I've been in the hood. I'm from the hood. Been in the projects, all that stuff like that. I know that people are misunderstood. People in the projects are really down to earth. A lot of people are terrified of niggas in America. My royal bloodline souls in America misunderstood. Imagine if everybody woke up like Erykah Badu said, what if niggas became master teachers? The world would be fucked up. And you know, I ain't finna lose faith and hope. And because it's like, I know what we are capable of and what we're made of beyond the flesh. Transformers more than what meets the eye when it comes to my niggas. And there is love. We're naturally loving people. We may have been systematically broken down, but we ain't gone. I'm talking about from the foods we eat, from everything we consume, from the lies that we've been consumed and fed, from the, all of this stuff like that. Like, it's still people here in Nashville, Tennessee, living in food deserts where there isn't any nourishment for 2 mile, 3 miles without grocery stores. And only thing you have around you is gas stations and corner stores and the Dollar General, Family Dollar. No offense, shout out to, they're good for what they good for, I suppose. But getting your food from those places, getting affordable foods, pizza rolls and noodles and sodas and chips and candy, and that's what the kids eating, and that's what is throwing people off. Imagine we had easy access to Whole Foods and Publix and farmers markets, and people grew food and stuff like that. Imagine how the mindset would be different. The change can be that simple as to educating us ourselves how to eat healthy and all that stuff like that. The world's waiting on us to get it together, but this is, this to shed some light on the situation on how to do it. And so we have leaders who are trying to lead, but we're not looking in those places because we're looking in the places where, you got the drill music. No offense to anyone's arts form, because I love all types of these musics. I'm talking about different culture musics too. I like to think outside the box with it, but I'm just saying, it's like, imagine if we just shifted our mindset a little bit and just start to do different. I'm grateful because we are in a movement where people are waking up. I'm so grateful we are in this age of Aquarius. We got this technology. Now it's time to slow the fuck down. On me. Shout out to Flipper T, because that song is like people like that. And we got a lot of motivational people like Glorilla, like, you know, a lot of these artists, like even Meg Thee Stallion, all of these artists are like really motivational. Like me growing up, and like I wasn't really just in the crowd what people consider like, oh, popular, you know, with no star athlete. I was like, didn't know how to define myself. I would say I was one of the emo kids. I was like, you feel me, like so withdrawn, you know, always liked Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, stuff like that, you know, Dragon Ball Z, video games, being outside, you know, growing up. And it's like something that hasn't changed. You know, I don't play video games as much. If I was allotted the time to sit here and play video games, I probably would. But I'm so in my journey right now. I'm so me right now. I have to get up, get out, and just show the world, show people who and what I've evolved into. Because they say in the Bible, when like the Christ energy's on you, people just know it. People just know that you're different. Like I went to church. I got invited to church the other day, and they asked if anyone wanted to come up for prayer. Because I ain't gonna lie, brother do be needing some help though. I be doing a lot on my own. But I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and reintroduce God back into my life. I already know the truth and like the Council of Nicaea and all these different things of where Christianity comes from. But there's still power behind a lot of this. When we talk about truth, when you're aligned with the truth, I'm like, yeah, because there's different gods. Different gods, right? And of course, the Bible says, know that ye are gods. Yeah, I know that I'm powerful within myself. But it's like, you know, I like the idea of having a mom or a cosmic father or cosmic mother who watches out for us, who watches out for me. You know what I mean? Who is there when you need someone to talk to. And then Christ, no matter what name you give Jesus or whatever, even if it is another aspect of Thor or Zeus, it's like the energy behind it, because we're shedding through any false god stuff. It doesn't matter. Because it's like, it don't matter what it looked like, whether it's Buddha, Krishna, Lakshmi, whatever Christ figure, whatever avatar came, whatever individual came here to do some type of work, to be different, to ascend, because Jesus was judged too. Jesus was betrayed. Jesus was judged. If you just look at these stories, because you got a lot of people here in the South. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm in the Bible Belt. When they talk about the Bible Belt and this being a place where it's like a lot of churches and stuff, yeah, I'm here. And I genuinely, when I was younger, went to church a lot. I'm talking about I used to get up there, speak on the microphone as a little kid. I'm talking about, yeah, been there, done that, reading the Bible. Not forced to read the Bible either. Never was forced to read the Bible. Did it on my own. Love God. Love Jesus. Love all that good stuff. And so, it'd be people that be like Christians, but I don't know. Let me stop. I ain't even gonna go for the Christians. It's like, I'm gonna just say, people, I don't know what's leading people or what's guiding them every day, but it's like, if it ain't, it's all about love, really. And people just really be walking around like with all this hate built up and generated and like all this darkness. And so don't know what to blame, but they gonna go blame everything, every white person or so-called white person, because we know these are legal terms, white and black. These aren't nationalities. Where is white? Where is black? We know where Mexicans are from. We know where Asians are from. We know where Cambodians are from. We know where Kenyans are from. We know where Europeans are from. We know where it's so many. How am I forgetting? Because it's so many, um you know what I'm saying? You know where these cultures are from, where these nations are from, but like what's black and white. So anyway, we're going to use it for like a better word. So so-called white people, we're going to blame everything on so-called white people and say everything's their fault. Come on now. I had to say this to myself. You know goodness well there's some so-called white person that you love so fucking much. I know for a fact I do. And I know goodness well it's some so-called black people who I really don't like a lot, who get on my motherfucking nerves, right? My mother-loving nerves. Like, seriously, to this day, it's just the ignorance that, because really, I think they said the only evil is ignorance, ignoring the truth. And ain't nobody got time to be around no pessimistic ass people. Where the solution-based ass people at? Because ain't nobody got time to be in the same inner war that niggas been in for so many centuries. It's still people here who live in like they in the 1950s, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Just happen to have some Jordans on, but like this, the man, the white man, they blaming the police and all this stuff. It's not no specific group targeting you niggas. Oh, my bad. It ain't no specific group. There might be some who don't want people to wake up, but guess what? The truth shall prevail regardless. But like it gets to a point where you have to get out of the victim. I'm speaking the mind of, because I'm related to Nicholas Copernicus. I know I got some Caucasian ancestry. I'm speaking from the mentality, what I'm pretty sure they would want you so-called black people to know. Everybody really who is not aware, to get out of the victim mentality that everything's being done to you, Jesus said, pick up your cross and bear that motherfucker, because you are not responsible for everybody. So stop trying to stand up for everybody. If everybody around you is pessimistic, everybody around you like, man, I can't stand this shit, man. Man, we gotta get this shit together. Something gonna change. Goddamn, listen to John Mayer, waiting on the world to change. Now you just gonna wait on the world to change. Then you're not helping with the solution. You need to just make this shit happen yourself. What are you gonna do to make yourself change? Because you can't determine what the majority is gonna do, but you can wake up and say, nigga, I'm gonna, whatever niggas say when they wake up. Oh, it's a good day today. It's gonna be a great day today. I don't know. It's like that. Imagine that switch from being super negative. I'm like, man, fuck that shit. Man, I ain't got time for that shit, man. So wake up, just say, niggas have their soft moments. Don't act like you don't have your soft moments. Now, this is what it sounds like when thugs cry. Just playing. You know, you wake up and it's gonna be a great day today. And I'm gonna continue to have a great day. I'm gonna speak positive into my day. All jokes aside, I'm gonna speak positive into my day. It's gonna be a great day. I'm gonna forget what happened yesterday. I'm gonna let that shit go. They took my little pack, but you know what? Maybe that's God's way of saying there's something more I can do in my power. Maybe that's the way God's showing me that, or whatever you use to help you get through it. It can be ancestors, God, whatever. We finna stop all of this. Now we prejudice in the spirit realm. Who gives a fuck at this point? Niggas is suffering out here. It's people starving in other places right now. And I'm not finna sit here and act like I don't see it. I know it's people starving. Somewhere starving. And I know goodness goddamn well that if we can spend all this money on all these different things, we can buy some shit. We can buy some food. We can help each other. But I know it can be far-fetched, but I gotta believe in myself. We talking about belief and faith and hope. We externalizing this self. Even Jesus said, you don't believe in, he said, it's not me, it's what's behind me. It's what's behind me. You feel me? Like, bear your own cross. Have faith in yourself. Empower yourself, because if you're not healthy, if you're not wealthy, because health is wealth. True health is wealth. True wealth is health. Success is defined by how you feel, is what I feel. If you're not feeling good, then how can you go around trying to help and make somebody else feel good? It's like you taking more and more away from you. But stack up your energy, your nuts for the winter. Get your rice and your beans. Then, once you have good and plenty, then you can pass that on and help others. Like what I'm doing right now, I'm giving you berries and grains, fruits and vegetables through this knowledge, this information I'm giving you. I got so much. It's kind of hard to not speak on this at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, going on 5, when the veil is thin, when there aren't many distractions. Because when we in our waking state, when everybody's up, so many distractions outside yourself, it's like we are back in the game, back in the matrix. But you keep your matrix together. Stop allowing yourself to be angry. Don't allow that spirits to be in you unless you're using that spirit to do something constructive, because sometimes you use that fed up energy to make stuff happen. Sometimes you need that. You know what? Fuck it. I'm finna go out here and step out on the limb and make something happen. I'm gonna live on the edge today. I'm gonna do something different today. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you acting funny. What's going on? Your shift, your algorithm changed, brother. What you got going on?" They don't say it in those terms. Like, dang, you acting fake. Dang, you acting fake today. What's going on? Dang. I'm telling you, it can be your girl, it can be your guy, it can be your friends, it can be any fucking body. It can be your dog. They like, dang, what this nigga doing? This nigga loving himself? What the fuck? Nigga changed. It's like on that movie Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds, when he was in a simulation and he realized that he was in a simulation, and he went to the coffee shop, and instead of ordering his regular coffee, sugar and cream, he ordered a cappuccino. And the lady was like, "A cappuccino? What about you? No, you want this?" I'm like, "No, you want this." It's like, that's what happened when you start to wake up. When you start to wake up to your truth, and you start being honest with yourself, you start loving yourself, and you start taking your energy back. People like, no, you dishwasher, you the dishwasher. What you mean you wanna prep? You wanna cook? What you mean you wanna serve? You a back of house person. You feel me? What you mean you're here for an interview as a server? You don't wanna work in the back? Just happened recently. Yeah, no, bitch. Fuck, I know the fuck I am. I know what the fuck I want to do. Like that, you feel me? Excuse my realness. Excuse my. No, don't let nobody limit you. You be yourself. You love yourself, and you don't let nothing get in the way of that. And if things are trying to keep you the same, you change. Get the fuck out the way. Get out of. Let that shit go. If you can't change your environment, you change yourself. And continue to change yourself. Continue to redirect yourself. Redirect your energy. Take back your energy. Take back your power. And that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say right now. Get me pissed off. Think about that shit. Yeah. Oh. Love yourself. Be true to yourself. Honor yourself. Have faith. And that's one thing I can say that God will want you to know. The God in you, what I'm talking to, the God in you, not the God outside of you, the God in you. To have faith, hope, belief in yourself. Stop having blind faith and hope and belief in things outside of yourself, because you are feeling what you feel on the inside is what you feel on the outside, honestly. So you got to know and be empowered and know that ye are gods. Know that you are God. You are the microcosm of the macrocosm. If you want proof, I'm going to tell you, you can look this shit up. But honestly, if you want a class, if you want a session, you can hit me up personally. We can get it cracking. A self-realization course type shit. But at the same time, I'm certified with masterful teachings of modern day masters from past masters, ordained, crowned, coined, chosen, because I chose to be different, to wake up. To be myself. And I choose to be something more than what the limitations tell me to be. I am that I am. And that's all I will be. And that's all I'm going to be. I am that I am, to infinity and beyond. But anyway, that was me ranting. Initially, the message was, 3 a.m, waking up at 3 a.m, the veil being lifted. I naturally waking up at this time. Like I remember the old days, I wake up at this time making videos like this. I really be in a zone. Like, for real. I'll be getting it in. I appreciate myself. I appreciate my Christ brothers and sisters, because it's a lot of us. I appreciate you, no matter what name you have. Jesus, Buddha, Yeshua, Lakshmi, Ganesha, Hanuman. Who else? Goku. Goku was enlightened. He's a Christ. Who else you want to talk to? Yeah. All these energies are accessible. Channel it. Anywho, peace, love, light. Keep the energy going. This is how we're getting this Wednesday start. It's hump day. This will help you get over that hump. Hopefully you'll fly to the weekend and just continue to be awesome. Speak to yourself like that. Be awesome. Continue to be awesome. Speak to yourself as if you were speaking from third person. Speak to yourself as you was an ancestor, or you somebody on the other side or something in another dimension or somewhere, speaking to yourself like, you doing so good. I'm so proud of you. You a great person. You're a great individual. You are doing so good. I'm just speak to yourself like that throughout your day. I'm talking about it helps you keep yourself boosted, keep your light purified and powerful. And anybody who's throwing shade, because people just walk around shady and just dark and just knowing low light. But you be that light, not for them, for you. You continue to shake it. And if they don't like your fucking noise, they don't like how you praise God, man, I want to say fuck them. Come at it from an understanding point of why they who are what they are. But fuck what they talking about. Fuck what these people talk about. Fuck them. Who cares? They aren't real, because spirit only sees people with light any fucking way, because they ain't making no fucking noise. They just walk around dark and all day. Fuck, nobody got time for none of that shit like that. Look dirty motherfuckers, man. Clean your oil. Go outside. Damn shit. Go walk or something. You feel me? With to know yourself. You can't do that for somebody, but you can do it for your motherfucking self. Now, if they decide to join you, that means they really love you. But you don't let them stop you. You don't be scared either, because them spirits got your back. You feel me? You just got to know in your heart, you that activate that warrior and that healer. Because you got the hotel peace ass nigga, but you can also be warrior gangster too at the same time. Spiritual gangster out this motherfucker, because we ain't going for none of that. We ain't going for none of that. I don't care what they physical weapons and all that shit like that. Who gives a fuck about that? Cause goddamn, when you back by some dark and deadly shit, nigga, who the fuck, who can, if God is for you, who can be against you? I'm just saying. Nobody got time for none of that shit. For real. I'm gonna call Brother Juan.